Hello YouTube. Today's topic is going to be semantics. It's kind of a reply to my name and form and the safer and worth hypothesis. Now, before I get into that though, I was trying to avoid this in my later videos, but it seems unavoidable. Somebody sent me a personal message with a video linked with it. It'll be in the description box, and it's the group Black Hebrew Israelites, which I've mentioned in my Center of Self-Hate video. They are cheering on the destruction that happened in Japan. Yeah, people that has nothing to do with them, yet they seem to cheer on. As a matter of fact, if you read the comments, some guy was going to open a bottle of champagne if the reactors went off. Yeah, they've, just like the Nazis before them, they state that Black Hebrew Israelites, as well as a group going around calling themselves Kemetic, even though technically all they did was hijack Egyptian spirituality or mythology and African spirituality and threw in a little bit of Hinduism and took what the Nazis said and reversed it. Okay, according to them, all non-Africans were created by Africans. Yeah, that's beyond crazy. Whatever. And they're the same group that this particular sect states that you get powers, special powers through melanin. It's similar to what some Nazis say, that you get special powers for having blue eyes. Okay, well, I have blue eyes. I have yet to move anything with my mind, any object or anything. I haven't read anybody's mind or anybody yet, and I'm pretty sure that I've never seen anybody do this. So I'm sorry. I have my doubts as to not only the logicalness of this statement, but also to the saneness of the person who stated it. Now, you can't get any more into semantics, particularly with symbols. You can do this with symbols, mainly words, but than the swastika. Now, the swastika to a Jewish Holocaust survivor would be the symbol of evil. It's a symbol of suffering and a symbol of oppression. The swastika to a Nazi Germany, or Nazi person back in Nazi Germany, it would be a symbol of national pride and race pride and everything. The swastika to a Hindu means well-being, as well as many other tribes throughout Iran and Afghanistan and so forth. Now, a swastika to a 2-year-old is just a bunch of little sticks drawn, in weird little design that has no meaning. Okay? Now, people can argue about root meanings all they want to. Oh, this word came from this. The words only have as much meaning, and only mean what you want them to mean. Okay, all the dictionary is just this society saying, okay, this is the agreed upon definition of what this word means. Okay, you can have different meaning if you want to. Okay, if white means, God, then that's your meaning. Okay, white to us is just mainly a color. If black means God, that's your meaning. That to us is just color. All right, it only means what you want it to mean. Okay, same with God. Okay, with the Creator. Now I'm talking about a spiritual being. I'm not talking about any Euro gods or Afro gods or any other gods. I'm talking about a spiritual being that could have created us. I'm talking about the statues and the people who claim that their descendants were gods. I'm talking about a spiritualized being. Okay, that in itself is subjective. Just because something created you doesn't necessarily mean you have to bow and worship it. Okay, to you it may just be a generator. Okay, well it can kill you. It can do all this to you. Yeah, a lot of people can do that to you. Okay. An animal can bite you. It doesn't make it a god. All right, you go step on an ant. That ant's not going to think that you're a god. I'm sorry, it's not. Its fellow ants are going to look at you as an enemy. They're not going to look at you as a god. They're going to go back to worshiping, their queen or whatever. Some ants, in fact, I think all of them actually have queens just like bees. All right, if you can't find anything on that, just switch it to bees. Okay. I'm pretty sure that there are queens in ant hills or whatever. So you go destroying their ant hills, the kid with the little magnifying glass ain't going to be God. They're just going to be some enemy that has harvested the power of the sun and has used it against them. If anything, they're going to conspire against you if they have intelligence. So the whole point of oh, well, this created you, or oh, well, this has power over you. Most of its power is in your mind. Okay, Dr. Manhattan, okay, from Watchmen. Let's take him for example. Okay, yeah, he can kill people. That's fine. All right, a man with a gun can kill you. Okay, what makes him, yeah, he's powerful, but he's not necessarily going to be a god. Okay, making him superior and making us inferior, making you superior, whatever you want to do. It's just it's all subjective. Okay, it has no point unless somebody believes that you're superior or believes that you're inferior. Now, and even that, guess what? This guy believes this about you, but I don't. So who gives a crap? That's not, that has nothing to do with me. All right, that's in a way it's semantics with words. You can, I'm not going to call you a god. I'm sorry. I'm not going to call somebody who's a hate monger, who's racist, who's completely against anything I stand for. I'm not going to call it a god. Okay, I don't care if it exists. I'm sorry. If I see it, I'm not bound to it. All right, it's just how I feel. Okay, unless it proves to me that it is for humanity's well interest, then yeah, okay, I might consider it a god. Okay, bowing to it like 5 times a day, no, that's not for me. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, you generated me. Good. Okay, big deal. All right. Um, so basically, even beliefs and everything, it's all subject to your consciousness. Okay, you're the ultimate decider on whatever you want to believe in. All right, that's but when you try to go out there and get other people to believe it, all right, or society to believe it, which doesn't believe it, then they're not going to believe you. I mean, they're just going to look at you and be like, okay, it doesn't mean shit to me. All right. Oh, well, and you got people, Eurocentrics and Afrocentrics will say the root word of this means this, and blah blah blah. So technically, I had some guy say that Krishna meant black. Now, technically, Krishna means dark, dark blue, or blue. Some interpreters interpret it as black, but here's the problem: it's not a part of any language. It's part of its own language, Sanskrit. Okay, so if you want to interpret it, you can inadvertently change its meaning. Okay, because it's not the same word. Krishna is obviously doesn't sound anything like black. Okay, well, it comes from this and it means that. Well, so big deal. Okay, what's that mean? Okay, yeah, it derives from it. So what? All right, it also means handsome. Okay, maybe he's just saying he was a handsome man. All right, or maybe he was just a dark-skinned, a person who came in the form from God or whatever, if you want to go by their beliefs, came in the form of a dark-skinned Indian man. Doesn't necessarily how you correlate that to any Afrocentric belief is just completely retarded. Okay, and then there you go. Okay, and then there's you have all these people that try to say that where root words found in Africa and stuff like that. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the root word. Okay, you got to understand the alphabet. Our alphabet is different from a lot of other people's alphabets, and so you have the same sound. Okay, you're getting too into the books and reading it from an English point of view, saying, oh, okay, well this is BH and that's BI and this is BL, so they must be linked. Okay, but the sound, okay, that comes out of their mouths when they say it is what it's what it's derived from. They wrote it down, and then it's just all basically semantics. Okay, it's very hard to actually find the root word for something, and even then, it still doesn't mean anything. Okay, that word doesn't mean anything anymore. It doesn't have the same definition. All right, so what if it's older? Okay, that in itself is subjective. To state it's because something is older, it has more meaning. Okay, that's completely subjective. So, you really have to think about reality, okay? Is this truly reality, or is this just how you believe it? All right, that's all I wanted to say. Take care, YouTube. Probably making another video tomorrow, so.